In this video, we've got the scariest stories of two houses where something peculiar happened in their basements. Afterwards, whoever went to live there never returned alive, leaving the houses completely deserted and eerie. What happened in those houses? Why did no one return alive from there? What hidden story lay within those houses? To find out, watch the video till the end and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to press the bell icon to receive notifications for every new video. My name is Daniel, and this is a story from the time when we were thinking about changing house. The dealer through whom we were looking at houses mentioned this particular one to us. Hey there, so I have this house that might interest you. It's within your budget and has everything you need. Wow, that sounds great. But why is it so much cheaper than the others we've seen? The dealer became silent. Hello? Did you hear us? Well, you see, there's a bit of a story about this house. People say that there's something spooky in the basement, so whoever goes down there never comes back. That sounds like a spooky tale, but we don't really believe in ghosts and stuff like that. Can we still see the house? We told the dealer that we didn't believe in ghosts and we wanted to see the house anyway. We went to see the house, and from the outside, it looked grand and magnificent. However, it seemed like no one had been there for a long time. The trees were overgrown, everything was dusty and worn out, and there were signs of fire damage everywhere. The dealer hesitated, saying he wouldn't go inside because he was really scared of ghosts. He suggested we go in and explore the house ourselves, and if we liked it, we could discuss the final details later. His strange remarks made us feel uneasy, but despite that, we decided to enter the house and take a look around. As we stepped into the house, a chilling breeze greeted us. The floorboards creaked beneath our feet, whispering secrets of the past. Cobwebs draped across every corner, like ghostly curtains veiling hidden horrors. With hesitant steps, we made our way through the dimly lit rooms. Shadows danced on the walls, casting eerie shapes that seemed to reach out to us. The air was heavy with a musty scent, suffocating us with its ancient presence. As we ventured further, we found ourselves drawn to the basement, as if an unseen force was pulling us downward. The stairs groaned in protest as we descended into the darkness below. In the basement, the atmosphere grew even more sinister. The air was thick with a sense of dread, and a chill swept over us like a wave of icy fingers. Strange noises echoed in the darkness, whispers that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Suddenly, a flickering light illuminated a corner of the room, revealing a sight that froze the blood in our veins. Shadows danced around, a figure cloaked in darkness, its eyes gleaming with malevolence. We could feel its gaze boring into our souls, filling us with a primal terror unlike anything we'd ever known. Unable to move, we watched in horror as the figure slowly advanced towards us, its twisted form contorting with every step. Our hearts pounded in our chest, drowning out the sound of our own screams as we realized we were trapped in a nightmare from which there was no escape. In that moment of terror, we knew we had stumbled upon something far more sinister than we could have ever imagined. And as the darkness consumed us, we knew that whatever haunted this house would never let us leave alive. We decided it was best to leave the house immediately. As we rushed towards the exit, a shadowy figure of a girl appeared before us, freezing us in our tracks. We tried to run, but the door slammed shut, trapping us inside. Desperately, we turned to flee through another door, and finally we managed to escape outside. We firmly rejected the dealer's offer to buy the house. I asked him who the girl was whose shadow we saw inside. He told me that a long time ago, 3 people used to live there happily, until tragedy struck. The mother passed away, and the father remarried to provide a mother for the girl. However, the stepmother never accepted the girl, mistreated her, made her do all the housework, and locked her in the basement at night, depriving her of food and water. Once, when some relatives came to visit, The father wasn't home, so the stepmother locked the girl in the basement and left her there for a week without food or water. When the father returned home after a week, he found the girl dead. He kicked the stepmother out of the house, but she met with a fatal accident on the street. The father moved to another country and rented out the house, but whoever rented it faced some tragedy and died. It's said that the ghost of that girl resides here and doesn't let anyone stay here. Whoever comes to stay here, the next day their corpse is found in the basement. We bought another house, but I still can't forget that day. My name is William, and this incident happened to me and my two friends almost 2 years ago. You see, we had a passion for filming in haunted places. Someone told us about a house with a supposedly haunted basement where 3 to 4 ghosts were said to appear. Strange occurrences had taken place there over the years, which is why the place had been closed off for many years. Around midnight, the 3 of us made a plan to go there. It was nearly 12 o'clock when we stood right in front of that house. It looked eerie from the outside, with everything covered in dust and scattered debris. The atmosphere was desolate, and the inside of the house was no different. Broken furniture and scattered items lay everywhere. As we watched the house, we realized there was no electricity. It felt like someone was watching us. We brought along torches for light and started recording with the camera as we explored the house. Upon entering one room, we found the furniture destroyed, but suddenly it felt like someone was roaming outside. When we went out to check, there was no one, but things were moving slowly. Things became even stranger when we reached the basement. In the dark, creepy basement, there were strange sounds echoing all around. The stairs creaked as we tiptoed down, feeling scared but curious. As we reached the bottom, the air felt cold and damp, sending shivers down our spines. The walls were covered in cobwebs, and there were mysterious shadows dancing in the dim light. We could hear the sound of dripping water, making us feel like we were being watched. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew, extinguishing our flashlight. We were plunged into darkness, our hearts pounding with fear. We could hear whispers as if someone, or something, was speaking to us from the shadows. Feeling terrified, we huddled together, trying to stay calm. But then we heard footsteps approaching slowly from the darkness. Each step echoed loudly in the silent basement, making our hearts race even faster. We felt a cold breath on the back of our necks, and a chill ran down our spines. Something brushed past us, sending chills down our spines. We screamed and ran towards the stairs, desperate to escape the terrifying presence in the basement. As we reached the top of the stairs, we glanced back one last time. In the darkness, we saw 2 glowing eyes staring back at us, filled with malice and hunger. With a final scream, we burst through the basement door, vowing never to return to that haunted place again. We tried to find out the backstory of this house by asking people in the nearby houses. Turned out that a couple used to live here with their 2 children. The husband was running a successful business, but suddenly the business started facing losses, and eventually it completely shut down. They fell into poverty, and the husband struggled to find employment but was unsuccessful. He was too ashamed to ask for help from friends and family, and no one offered assistance either. Desperate and unable to bear their situation any longer, one day the couple decided to give poison to their children and then consumed it themselves. Since then, people say the spirits of those 4 haunt the house, and it's remained abandoned ever since, with no one daring to enter. Listening to this story filled us with sorrow. Even today, there are many people around us who feel ashamed to ask for help, and due to the lack of work are driven to suicide. We felt a strong desire to help such people. Along with this, we made a firm decision to establish an organization to provide free meals to those in need, so that no one has to resort to taking their own life due to hunger. The 3 of us joined forces, and within 2 years, we established an organization dedicated solely to helping the poor. I hope you enjoyed the stories. Which one did you find more compelling? What lessons did you draw from them? If you were in the man's position, What would you do for employment? Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for notifications on new videos. Thanks for watching.